Someone close to you might be lying to you right now, and you probably won't even notice. Studies say the average person is lied to dozens of times a day by friends, family, even the people who love them most. I'm Daniel, and today I'll show you 7 signs someone is lying. The same signs interrogators and psychologists actually look for. By the end of this video, you'll be able to catch a lie almost the moment it leaves someone's mouth. And stay until the end. Sign number 7 is the one almost nobody notices, but it's the hardest one to fake. This isn't about becoming suspicious of everyone you love. It's about protecting your peace and trusting yourself when it actually matters. Maybe someone already lied to you once, and part of you knew, you just couldn't prove it. Maybe it was a partner who said they worked late. Maybe it was a friend who said they forgot to text back. That small ache when something didn't add up was real. That gut feeling wasn't crazy. Your brain notices lies faster than your mind can explain why. Let's break down exactly what your brain already senses, one clear sign at a time. Sign number 1, repeating your question back to you. Ask someone, did you take the last cookie? And if they answer with, did I take the last cookie? Pay attention. Repeating the question buys the brain a few extra seconds to quietly build a story. This works especially well with kids and teenagers. Their brains haven't learned to hide the repeat trick yet. One repeat alone isn't proof of anything, but paired with hesitation, it's a real warning sign worth noticing. Sign number 2, over-explaining with way more detail than the question ever needed. A truthful person says, I was home. A lying person hands you a whole itinerary nobody asked for. Those extra details aren't honesty. They're performance, built to convince you before you even start to doubt. Watch what happens when you ask a simple, genuine follow-up about just one of those details. A real memory answers instantly. An invented one stalls. Try this. Ask them to tell the story backwards. A true memory holds up. A made-up one falls apart. Sign number 3. A tiny pause before answering a simple question. Simple, honest questions get instant answers. Ask what's your name? Fast. Ask where were you last night? A beat too long. This is why real detectives quietly count in their head before reacting. The length of that pause tells them almost everything. That pause is the brain switching gears. From simply remembering to quietly inventing. And remembering something real always takes less effort than making something up on the spot. Sign number 4. Touching the face, neck, or mouth while talking. Lying raises stress, just enough to send blood rushing to sensitive skin. The neck, the nose, the ears, and it itches. Watch the hands too. A sudden urge to grab a cup, fold the arms, or hide the hands completely is the body looking for something to hide behind. It's not proof by itself. Some people touch their face out of pure habit. Watch if it only shows up when the topic turns sensitive. Sign number 5. The story changes the second time you hear it. Ask about the same event, a day later, from a slightly different angle. A true story keeps its shape. A lie shifts to patch the holes. Even small details matter here. The exact time, the exact order, the exact person who was there. Yes, remember the feeling, not the facts. This is the single most reliable sign professional interrogators actually rely on. Consistency over time beats any nervous gesture. Sign number 6. Their eye contact suddenly breaks from their normal pattern. Forget the old myth that liars never look you in the eye. Some liars stare too hard on purpose because they know that myth too. Some people also blink far more or far less than usual. Again, it's the change from their baseline that gives it away, not a single blink. What actually matters is the change. If someone who's usually relaxed suddenly locks eyes like a statue, that shift is the real signal. Sign number 7, and the one almost nobody notices. Getting defensive or oddly annoyed over a completely calm, non-accusing question. Hey, did you see who moved my charger? Should make anyone snap. If it does, the question touched something. And notice how fast it escalates. A truthful person stays confused for a while. A defensive liar jumps straight to anger, almost like they were already braced for the question. Honest people get confused by accusations. Liars get defensive from questions that aren't even accusations yet. Here's the picture to remember. A lie is a mask, and no matter how well someone wears it, it always slips a little. Some people are excellent actors, but nobody performs perfectly, forever. In every single moment, the mask always needs a breath. You don't need to rip the mask off anyone. You just need to learn to notice the slip. Here's the heavy part. Most lies aren't caught by clever tricks. They're caught because someone finally trusted what they already felt. And that trust in yourself doesn't come from becoming suspicious of the world. It comes from finally listening to what you already know. Let's recap the 7 signs quickly so they stick. Number 1, repeating the question. Number 2, over-explaining with too many details. Number 3, a tiny pause before answering. Number 4, touching the face on neck. Number 5, the story changing on retelling. Number 6, eye contact breaking its own pattern. And number 7, getting defensive over a question that wasn't even an accusation. So here's what to actually do with all of this. First, don't ask one big question. Ask small, calm follow-ups instead. Second, notice patterns, not single moments. One nervous touch means nothing. 5 signs together mean something. Third, trust the gut feeling that shows up before your brain even finds the proof. And fourth, if it's someone you love, give them a soft way to tell you the truth, instead of a trap to catch them in. One honest reminder, not everyone who pauses, or looks away, or touches their face is lying. Nervous people show these exact same signs when they're just anxious, or shy, or scared of being misunderstood. Even people who love you deeply can get nervous, defensive, or forgetful without lying at all. Stress alone can fake every sign on this list. So read the pattern, not one single moment, and never let this turn you cold toward people who love you. This isn't about catching everyone in a lie. It's about learning to trust yourself a little more. If this helped, you're going to want to watch 7 body language signs. Someone secretly likes you next. It takes reading people even further. So tell me, which of these 7 signs have you already noticed without even realizing what it meant? Drop it in the comments. Hit subscribe if this channel is helping you see people more clearly. And as always, keep shining